House Bill 2331 has two parts to it. One part is ensuring that when curriculum or course materials are adopted for our schools, the schools do what is typically in practice right now, which is to use a bias test and just make sure that the curriculum materials do not come with implicit bias. When a district adopts curriculum, there is best practices generally in place already. The bill just requires that that continue to be the case where it's happening, and that places where it's not will come into compliance. It's important to use a bias test at that beginning phase of looking at curriculum to adopt, and to involve parents in that process as well. There will often be a curriculum adoption committee pulled together to look at the different options for maybe a new science curriculum, a new literacy curriculum, math curriculum. I've been observing this process over many years as a teacher, so I know that when we involve the community in those decisions, the materials that are used in schools best reflect not only the content that we want kids to learn, but also the communities in which they thrive. The second part of the bill is about removing materials from the classroom or school library. That is a process that has been a bit politicized in the last several years, and my interest in this bill is to make sure that we are resolving questions and issues that parents may have about what their kids are reading in school as quickly as possible. So when a parent chooses to have their student not read a particular book that might be on the shelf in the library or in the classroom, we can respond to that immediately and make sure that students have more choices. However, if a book challenge goes directly to the school board level, for example, or is raised in some other way that doesn't give an opportunity for that parent's concern to be addressed immediately, we need to lay out a process by which that happens, and that's what the bill does. Because our learners are diverse, so should be the titles, and it's quite possible that a parent would be uncomfortable with a title that might be on the shelf, and they should certainly have the opportunity to weigh in and make sure that the teachers know that that is not a book they want their child to read. And I've always honored that request. I think it's important to do that, but I also know that that title may be one that other students would really benefit from, and if their parents were okay with it, I would want them to have access to that literature.